Hello and welcome to Spiritual Realm Reading Group. I've had an interesting day or so with my first spiritual church service yesterday, which I had a message come through which was great because I needed to hear it and I needed to be pushed into making a decision. That's what the message was basically saying. Make sure, whatever I do, I stick to it and do what I'm supposed to do. Within that concept, I thought I'd do a reading. I still feel a bit blocked spiritually at the moment. I feel like maybe I'm either doing too much, burning myself out, or I'm unsettled in a way. So today I thought, with my little book, that I would do another chakra oracle wisdom card reading, which helps to remove blocks, which is a 4-card layout, and obviously I'll do the same as I did yesterday. It actually goes 1, 2, 3, no, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take a picture of it after to, let you know how it properly looks and stuff. But at the moment, I'll do the same as I did yesterday. I'll shuffle it, as you can see. So you don't think I've, laced up the cards of how they should be and stuff like that, because obviously that would be wrong. So, no. As I said before, I don't really do them in any particular way. I just shuffle them like I would normally. So, the first card is, and this is, what do you perceive as the problem? Joy, which is yellow, which is chakra 3, yellow. Joy, I think, is the obstacle in, it means, for me, in a spiritual way, which I want to progress and I want to develop and I want to, achieve something and help people. I think my problem might be is that I enjoy it so much that I get carried away and maybe lose sight of my overall goal is. So I think maybe, and also I need to step back slightly and start setting targets and goals and strategies of how and where I should be doing it. I think that would be my next step in the next couple of days. I think that would be, a good suggestion for myself to do, which really I should have done, like a business plan. So I think, because I enjoy doing it so much and it is a passion of mine, then that's what the problem is. I'm not seeing it. Yes, I'd like to make a little bit of money, but not majorly, but just enough, again, to cover my outgoings as advertising and stuff like that. So that's what I think that means. The second one is, what would be created the great breakthrough? In other words, what did I do to get past this? Wisdom. I think this is just telling me to maybe, again, to seek out help, to seek out older people or more experienced people within this sector. Again, I think that connects to the spiritual development and awareness that I'd like to do. Hopefully, I'm going to start within the next week or so to do. And join another spiritual group, a bigger, wider circle and a wider group, which I think would be good for me to do. A bit daunting and a bit scary, but I think that's the break I need to do. Where I went last night was a little bit smaller, so I just need to get myself out there, say I'm here. I think that's what that's telling me to do. Go and seek out help from a wiser group of people. And with that, I think that means join another spiritual circle and a group and a church, which is a bit of community, so I'd have more people to pick their brains from and ask for help. The third one is, what is blocking you? This should be interesting. Renewal. Again, I think this relates to me, as I feel that I've got a new lease of life, a new path. And again, I think because I feel like this and I feel very passionate, like a new lease of life, a new path, a new journey, I think that's what might stop me, because sometimes I get so carried away and so caught up that I can't see what else is around me or what's coming my way. So yes, it's renewal, because I'm a renewed person. I'm renewing a new lease of life and a new path. But renewal doesn't always, again, as you know, mean what it means. I think, yes, renewal is great, but I'm also think that it's telling me that to be more aware of what's around me, on how to get to the situation. Because obviously this is what's stopping me, is renew. That's what it's telling me. And I feel that's me with a new lease of life, a new path, if I'm not careful, I could, be my own worst enemy. I think that's what that's telling me. So again, I feel that I need to make a strategy, a plan, and do it properly, and have goals and have targets that I need to meet. Do it properly, you know what I mean? Instead of just doing, well, one day I'll do this, one day I'll do that, sort of. And the last one is what I must do to create what I desire. Right, this is service. I feel, again, somehow or the other, that I need to provide a service which is going to help people and gain me recognition in the service and the ability that I've got. But also I need to make sure that I'm doing a good job. I'm doing free readings, free examples, free demonstrations, and trying to get myself out there as well. Yes, again, money for adverts would be great, but the same principle, I've still got to get myself out there, and I think that's where this is coming from. It's telling me to provide a service, or to help be a service in another form, like, I don't know, a group, set up an own group, set up a group within whatever, like a circle within a circle type thing within the church, maybe. I don't quite know yet what this means, but it's telling me that I need to do something to make people aware that I'm here, make sure that people don't get sick of me, but also create a good service and an honest service, and not to get above myself. I feel this is telling me to also be humble in the way I conduct myself, and maybe not run before I can jump, sort of. In other words, don't step over the boundaries, make sure I pay attention and provide a good service. I think that's what it means, what I'm hoping. And I might do angel cards later, I don't know, for myself, and see what they come up with, or tomorrow even. So with this reading, I think it's telling me to basically, yes, do what you enjoy, don't get carried away with what you're doing, set out goals and tasks and strategies of how to get there. Renewing, great, but again, renew leaf life, I think it's telling me not to forget about my old life, but again, just telling me to be more aware of what I'm doing and make sure I make a business plan about the passion that I want to do and my abilities. So I'll show you the layout of the cards itself. So number 1 is joy, number 2 is wisdom, number 3 is what's blocking you, and number 4 is what I must create. So I feel that it's just telling me that I'm my own worst enemy, and if I'm not careful, I'm going to trip myself up. So maybe step back slightly for a day or so and just carry on doing the demonstrations with the card layouts, and have a proper think of how to get to where I want to be in like a goal system or a strategy plan or just a plan of action. I think maybe that's what I need to start doing. Instead of writing things down on shrivelly bits of paper and, you know, leaving them all over the place, maybe I should have a proper sit down with myself and write down what I think and what I need to do. I finished a website, you know. I feel like I need to add another website to that to make it more informative. So, and just maybe get myself out there, you know, into the spiritual circle, into this other big wider church that I know, which is in my local area, and just say, look, I'm here, please can you help me and point me in the right directions and give me your wise words of wisdom. I think that's what it's telling me. So I'd like to thank you very much for listening to me, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and please add or feel free to ask anything that you choose to ask. Thank you.